Hello and welcome back to FIFA Manager 2020 here at the Rawslowgaming. Hope you are here to stay and enjoying the show, or rather are going to enjoy the show here that we will put on here in Verma National League South, trying to take Bassett all the way to the top of Premier League and out in Europe. So far, we are just halfway through our first season and have just passed the date where we had a lot of players that were on loan going back to their club. So losing a lot here in team rating, now down to 500. And the question is, how will we bring that back the best way possible? And I don't quite know that, to be really honest with you guys. This playthrough or this round, so to say, we did restart this series after one season due to us feigning to have cash to do pretty much anything. Played quite different, where we had our most of our players developed pretty well, except Ryan Brandt that got really worse. This time around, he's actually getting quite a lot better, so that's definitely interesting. But we'll see here what we do. We should sort of bring in one player here at least to the first team. And I guess we can do that. Now the question here in the first team, of course, is what should we have? We should have, I guess we should have a defender from the reserve team or from the youth team. So I guess Beal could be moved to first team here permanently. I think that should be a not all too bad move. He's actually pretty decent to playing as a right back. Unfortunately, he's not really used to playing as central defender, so he's losing quite a lot playing that position, but I don't really see we have another choice, so to say. We'll let our assistant manager try to solve what's left of the reserve teams, so to say. So we are 17th in the league at the moment, meeting 18th placed team Slowtown, or team rating 500 versus their 490, and among the worst in the league. So definitely going to be a tight match here. Hopefully we are coming away with a good result. And as I say that we are taking the lead there by round Brunt. So after one half, the scoreline is 1-0 versus for Bassett versus Slowtown. We'll go with I am pleased so far. Atmosphere up to 13 after that. Teamwork at 43, but that's due to the changes in the team, I guess. So we are going to try to build that up again. Slowtown getting a red card there in the 80-minute mark or 72nd minute mark, but somehow managed to get back with an equalizer in the 80th minute. Which is really a shame for us. Oh well. So as said, the final result for Bassett versus Slowtown is 1-1. Shots 2-4. Shots on target 1-2. Chances 3-6. And possession 48 to 52%. So in then looking at the stats, we should be happy with that draw, but I'm not really. But it's all right. So 17th in the league after that match, 18 points up to a playoff spot and 15 points clear of the relegation zone. So that's certainly something that is way worse than last time around as well. Our league position and our points and goal difference and everything like that. We are doing so much worse for some reason, and I don't really understand why. Something that we should be looking into here, though, is if we could find like a club to cooperate with. Here we have. So cooperation, bigger club, Bournemouth. Which club here would be good for us? Newcastle. Yeah, this kind of things is not really going to happen. So escape at League 2, would that be possible? Let's see here. All right, so loan out one player, pay per season here. So I guess that's we're starting to get somewhere here. But not really. Escape at League 2, escape at League 1. Would that be the right level? Maybe. So this is what's really being interesting. But I guess our club is kind of too bad for any club to be interesting or something. I don't understand that. That is maybe one part that might be better in Football Manager, I guess, or I'm just not understanding it correctly. So of course we are in the transfer window here. Also, we do have, I guess, the possibility to do a transfers, but I'm not really going to. I will just focus on getting players or signing our players on longer contracts and trying to bring up our youth players. I think is the best way to do businesses in this game, so to say. So time for another team talk here. So next up on the list is Rost Stern. And he's actually decent here. So he's 29. How have you been doing throughout the year? So you lost 43 points. So higher objectives, I think, is a good option for him. He shouldn't really lose that much at his age. He's 29, so it's kind of there, but still not really. So we're meeting Hampton and Richmond. Our team rating 499, there's 513 or something like that. So a pretty close match should be, but they are fourth in the league, so they must have had a really good run throughout the season so far. So leading 1-0 actually after one half, and we'll continue with just play like we practice in training talk here. So teamwork is going up here to 47, so that's nice. Atmosphere still at 13, so decent atmosphere, and our teamwork slowly going up here, which is good for us, and hopefully we can have something to build on. That's really what we're trying to achieve here in our first season, getting together something that we can build on here for Bath City going forward. And the end result here actually 1-0 for Bath City versus Hampton and Richmond. So really well there, and really good stats on all the players. Shots 2-4, shots on target 1-3, chances 1-5, and possession 40-60%. So definitely a good scalp winning in this match here by the lads. And that match still, after that match, we're still 17th in the league, 15 points up to playoff spot, and 15 points clear of the relegation zone. So pretty much dead end in the middle that way. But yeah, we're really not creating chances as we should. So thinking about maybe switching up our tactics a little bit, or well, not formation. We had a different formation last time around, but I don't know. Man extending his contract here, so that's nice. Of sorts, I guess. And huge gaining experience here now. Apparently, he's level 33. That's all too low, though, for really being interesting in any way whatsoever. Getting or developing decently, actually, though. So let's see here. Let's take a look at the contracts here again. So we'll still have 34k in our budget for salaries, so that's good. So this year, Ryan Brandt, we are waiting a little bit more, really, on him. Really low here. You have became a little bit better, actually. So that's nice. Tom Smith, unfortunately, you have not developed at all, I would believe. Quite possibly have gotten worse, yeah, exactly. Quite a bit worse, actually. So I don't really want to sign him on a long contract. But we should sign him on a contract. He's pretty young, after all. Alright, he don't really want to talk about it to us. Rooney here is pretty much the same thing, losing pretty badly. But we'll see here if he don't want to speak with us either. Watkins, you're really too old. The same thing with Downball. Artus and Reigns is a player here that we should extend the contract with, but we can't, alright, so we guess we'll skip that for a little while at least. What we should do, though, is trying our luck here with our youth players. I do believe we have at least one youth player, which we should try to offer a contract to. So first team here, Liam Craig here is a player that we should play. Yeah. So let's see here, off contract, and this is per year, and we want a longer contract, 2.8 per year. That's a little bit steep. We'll offer 2.5k, and we'll hope, really hope actually, so that he doesn't quit after that offer, so to say. Pocket Cliff here is definitely a player that is going to be in the team for next season. And other than that, I don't really know how much of the players that will keep around for next season. I guess we will try to give a few of them chances to the reserves that is pretty much too old and have too much money paid, really. Next up here, match for, I guess, Maidstone United. I guess our youth player there got back to the youth team. Yeah, he did. So let's see here, action. Move to our squad, 4 weeks in the first team. Lineup assistant, and let's see here. Now, where did you go? Am I blind or am I something else? Andy Watkins, Tom Smith, Liam Craig. There you go. Don't understand how I couldn't see that, but all right. Yeah, so he declines the contract. But that's all right. We'll just try a little bit later. Matt Bauer here seems to be developing quite nicely, really nicely actually. 142 in development. So he's been doing a really good. Tremendous progress is what we'll say to him. We'll continue here and let our assistant do the setup for the reserves. Would like a reserve team manager, would be really good. For the match here against Maidstone United, our team rating at 503 versus their 508. So will be a very close game here. And we'll just go with a simple talk. While we were watching this, remember to smash that like button if you're enjoying the show, the episode, and the Let's Play series. And let's hear the halftime talk. And we'll continue on a similar path here. So atmosphere actually up to 15. Teamwork only at 43 though. And yeah, if you're enjoying it, also hit that subscribe button if you haven't done so yet, to make sure that you don't miss out on any of the content that we upload almost daily, or try to upload daily, at least here at Rawslowgaming. It will make it a little bit easier for you to follow us and don't miss any of our content. So the scoreline after full time for Bassett versus Maidstone United is 0-0. Shots 3-4, shots on target 1-2, chances 4-5, possession 40-60%. So I think overall a pretty healthy match here, and or pretty healthy result. So pleased with that. So still 17th in the league here, and 14 points up to a playoff spot and 13 points clear of the relegation zone. It's actually coming up here pretty soon as I'm recording this on what is it? It's like the 13th, 14th of November or something like that. So the end of I really should have taken that offer, I guess. The end of the qualification campaign for the European Championship for next year is coming up here. So on Friday, Sweden, I believe, is playing one of those two last games. We are meeting like Romania and Faroe Islands. So two really, well, one easy game and one kind of deciding game, but we should be pretty healthy through as clear second placed in the table. That should be fine. And speaking of fine, we have a match coming up here against the Tunbridge Angels, which should be totally fine. Our team rating 504 versus their 448. So it should be an easy one for us to win. So let's see here, Reigns back there, and we have Craig. We should put you in instead of Reigns. Now, can I offer you a contract again? No, I guess not yet, at least. And let's see here, Tom Smith. Lower objectives, higher objectives. More in training. Horrible, really horrible is what he's been doing. I guess we will sign that at 2.7k. It's all right over 5 years. It's not perfect, but it's all right. So we'll go in here, confident we won't lose. Taking the leader in the 16th minute by Ross Stern. And a red card for Tunbridge Angels, so it should be an easy game from here on out. Scoreline 1-0 after one half, and last time around we lost 0-2. Somehow, with the two risky talks, we'll go risky talk here again. Atmosphere up to 17 after our assistant manager doing some halftime talk as well to the individual players. Teamwork up to 48, so things are looking better and better here in our first season, or more stable, so to say. So the final scoreline here, 1-0 for Bath City versus Tunbridge Angels. Shots 44, shots on target 1-2, chances 5-6, in position 58-42%. So a pretty slim win here by the looks of it. Looking at the stats, not too happy about that, but other than that, looks pretty great. And actually, we are on pretty darn good form here. After that match, 17th in the league, 14 points up to a playoff spot, and 16 points clear of the relegation zone at the moment. So let's see here, should be passing pretty soon. Yeah, we have the next match actually on the day after the transfer window on the 1st of February. So we'll get through that window just here. So we'll go through it fast. We'll see if we get in any offers for joining players or leaving players. I would guess not, but you never know. So halfway through it, we haven't seen any movements whatsoever. Coming in a little bit there on the ticker just as I say that, but nothing in or out to Bath City, at least as things are looking. And there we go, finished. And most expensive player in the league, Ryan Brunt, is actually pretty expensive. These players are loan players, I would think. Yeah, exactly. So he's actually doing pretty darn well for himself, or we are, so to say, with Brunt. Financial up to a perfect 20 out of 20 here now, with our ticket sales still being higher than expected, I would guess. Which is not really the case, truth be told, but they can use that or say that if they want to. That's totally fine. And we'll play Craig here as much as possible to increase his development really, and getting in a little bit of experience as well, because he's not really developing at the pace that we would prefer. So Bracewell out for the rest of the season apparently. Transfer deadline have passed, which we know. Rooney is fit again. Tishara gained experience level. So he's actually been playing a few games, I guess. And developing really, really nicely, actually. 209 points. Wow, that's pretty darn crazy. And 1, 2, 3, or 4, 5, 6, or 7. So somewhere around to 5 to 7 levels increased here throughout the season. So he's starting to get getting reasonably within what is actually paid, so to say. So first team, I'm Craig. We'll do talks here and take a look at the dynamics again, or the contracts. Team dynamics actually positive here now for the first time in a long time. Richard here wants to improve, haven't really done that. So we'll see if we can do any talk that promotes him to do better. More in training overall. Motivated by our speech. That's really good. That's exactly what we want, really. Skip with Brunt as pretty much as long as we can. So Smith here, you can discuss things again. So let's see here. He's pretty much know he's gotten worse, so to say, since this is not really, this is the same offer than that he has, but it's much lower. So just send it over at an acceptable level, and he should accept that. Now the case here with Rooney, don't really like his progress. It's even worse than Tom Smith. So kinda wait a little bit on that one, sorts, I guess, but maybe not as well. Yeah, maybe not. We'll just try and get that in. Maximum 2 years, yeah. We can do 1 year. Well, doesn't matter. Suggestion, yeah. He wants so much money here, I guess, or something. Not enough. We can do 1500, we can do 1800. I guess we can do 1800. Rooney, Arthur Stanball. Stanball, how much have you played? A little bit. Play development minus 140. I don't really want to offer a contract right now. So we'll let our assistant manager choose again here for the reserves. So here against Dartford, our team rating 510 versus their 520. We'll go out there and keep it simple, trying to not pressure our team too much here on the away field, meeting an opponent that is slightly stronger than we are. So the scoreline after 1/2 is 0-0, so that's pretty good. The stats don't look good at all, though. Atmosphere really high, 18 after that talk from our assistant manager in halftime, and teamwork actually up to around 50%, and we had a little bit of an exciting part there in the match around the 60-minute mark. Dartford taking the lead, and we quickly recouping and getting in with an equalizer. So the final scoreline for Bassett versus Dartford is 1-1. Shots 2-6, shots on target 1-4, chances 2-7, and possession 40-60%. And still 17th in the league, 16 points up to a playoff spot, and 14 points clear of the relegation zone. So let's see here, let's continue here a bit. Sure. We'll offer 2K for his services, I guess. So that's a little bit more. So that's something I actually don't totally or don't recognize pretty much at all, actually. Getting outbid like that. Tom Smith extend his contract, so that's nice. And Rooney apparently accept the offer from Weymouth, so we will lose one of our center midfielders. And that is also something that did not happen last time around. So we should be looking into that. Can we get in an offer here to Craig? Or is it too late? No. So let's see. We'll offer him 3K this time around. Still a little bit lower than requested, but we'll see if that works. And let's see here, contract of Tom Smith extended. And then Rooney will transfer on a free transfer, unfortunately. Interesting. So that's why you gotta do the contracts as early as possible, I guess. But with that said, it's actually time to end off the episode here. So thank you so much for watching, those of you that actually have done that. And I'll see you next time here on the channel. Thank you and bye-bye. You have been watching Rawslowgaming, and I hope you have enjoyed. On clicking on the video on the left, you will see the next video in this series, and on the right our latest upload to the channel. And with that said, thank you again for watching.